Justice will be served.
Whoa.
Look at this guy. Whew. So welcome back to part 2 of our North Carolina trip. On the first trip so far, we covered a few of our adventures, including 2 bike rides in DuPont, a bike ride in Pisgah, and then a hike in Gorges State Park. For this episode, we have 3 events left, 1 bike ride, again back in Pisgah, and then 2 more little hikes that we did. The video left off last time on our second bike ride in DuPont, and after we rode DuPont that day, our adventure wasn't over yet. We decided to take a trip up to the Blue Ridge Scenic Highway. Really didn't know what to expect from this, saw some pictures on the interwebs before we went, and it looked pretty neat and worthwhile. And man, once again, our expectations, not that they were low to start, but just were blown out of the water. The views and vistas and the unique way this road just kind of carves through all the mountains was definitely worth it and definitely recommended. One of the stops we did on the way was Devil's Courthouse. So this was a little hike that, similar to the last one, kind of started off tame, going up this rather steep but still paved path, and then it quickly turned pretty gnarly, and you were able to walk right out on to this ledge, looking down through to where the Devil's Courthouse is. There's a neat little history piece about this spot that you could read about on a little plaque there, as well as on the interwebs if you do some searching, that kind of describes why it got the name the Devil's Courthouse. Let's take a look at this hike.
Going up to the courthouse, which is run by the devil himself.
The Devil's Courthouse.
It's very steep. Doesn't look as steep as it should be, but very steep. There we go. Back to normal.
Terrain switch.
Like, it really tricked you. It was, here's this concrete slab, followed by a trail, followed by this constructed staircase. It's amazing.
Windy. Windy.
Going to the courtroom.
The Devil's Courthouse. Justice will be served. So the next day we went riding again, and this time we went back into Pisgah. So this ride left right from the visitor center, right on the main drag that goes up through Pisgah State Forest, Route 274, I believe. So we started off riding up that road, eventually veering off onto a dirt gravel road, which took us for a long grinding climb all the way to the top of Black Mountain Trail. This trail is currently undergoing some construction as they're trying to alleviate some trail erosion and other issues that were deteriorating the trail. We got to hit one of these new sections, which was the new middle black, and man, it did not disappoint. It was kind of a flow-ish trail still, where the general tread was pretty smooth, but they did still have some rock gardens to spice it up, and some spots where it was a little exposure-y as well to keep you on your toes. Let's jump into this ride. So we started climbing on Route 276, made a right turn onto Avery Creek Road, took that up for a bit to the horse stables, and turned onto Clawhammer Road, where we then made another right onto Turkey Creek Road, which took us to the top of Middle Black Mountain Trail.
Gain an elevation a little quicker on this one. Hammer claw. So now we're starting to level out a bit. Got some squiggles on the map, so it's going to switch back and kind of meander the rest of the way to the top of Black Mountain.
And Leah did a great job getting her revenge on Pisgah after it inflicted the injury on her on the last ride here. Middle and lower Black Trail definitely offered plenty of times to bro out on the way down.
Leah's coming out. She's pretty tired from the last couple of days. She made it.
The end was really cool.
Okay.
Why was it cool? Because there were rocks instead of roots.
Sycamore Cove.
So since it was our last full day in the area, we decided to take the rest of the afternoon to do a little bit of shopping. So we went inside the visitor center right at the Ranger District, and then went right down the road to Pisgah Coffee Roasters as well to pick up some important fuel to get us home. After that, we went back to Squatch Bikes and Brews, which out of the shops we visited was my favorite as far as getting information on the area. Picked up some supplies there and then headed back to our lodge. So on this trip, we lucked out immensely with weather and we didn't get a single day of rain. Our last full day there in North Carolina though, it was predicted to rain. It never really did too badly, but due to that prediction, we decided to not ride the next day and do a few hikes and a couple other shopping and gift buying and things like that. The one hike we did, staying with the theme of things on this trip, we kind of just went into it. We drove by it the one day. I think it looked like a neat little rock face. We're like, maybe we'll come back and check that out. So we went there. After we hiked to the top, just expectations blown out. The vista and the views mixed with some wildflowers and the clouds rolling in from the predicted storm. It was just perfect. So let's take a look at some footage from that hike.
Going up.
Hiking down.
Look at this guy. No, it's worth it. It's not scary out here. There's a huge cliff here too, like a rock face to the left. Oh. Push to the tippy top, baby. This one has a rope on it.
Whoa.
So that's going to be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed our trip. We definitely had a blast. That area, a lot to offer, lots of riding, plenty of trails that we didn't even touch in both Pisgah and DuPont, as well as a few other local riding areas that we didn't even venture into. The waterfalls, the vistas, the scenery involved, definitely worth checking out and recommend. If you have any questions on the places we visited or where they were exactly, or if you're just looking for some suggestions, if you're planning on visiting the area yourself, feel free to leave a comment down below or send me a direct message on Instagram and I'll get back to you and help you out. That's going to be it for this one though, so until next time, coffee, cycling, take both. We'll see you out there.
Oh, I need a set of eyes here too.
Huh?
I lost my camera here.
I thought I heard it fall.
Oh, I got it. Justice will be served.